Hello, my beautiful intuitive water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to Intuitive Moon Tarot. My name is Jen. For those of you that are new to my channel, I am an intuitive reader. Today I'm going to be doing a love, soulmate, twin flame reading. We're going to do you versus them. So I'm going to pull up energies for both parties, and we're going to kind of get an overall insight as to what's going on in your connection with your person of interest. This doesn't have to be a current partner. This can be an ex or anybody that you just had a really intense soul connection with now or in the past. So please keep in mind these are general readings. There's no guarantee that every general reading will resonate with every person watching every time. Just take what feels good to you in your soul, what's resonating with your story, and what's helpful to you, and leave the rest for somebody else. We don't want to try to force these storylines to fit our story if they're just not fitting. But that being said, I do believe that these meetings are fated. So if you felt drawn to me, especially being an intuitive water sign, or you feel inspired by any of my readings or inspired to click on my readings, chances are I already do or I will have something specifically for you somewhere on my channel. Feel free to scroll through the other videos, and if you feel inspired to do so or you're connecting with me on an energetic level, you are welcome to subscribe to the channel and click on the bell notification. My readings are typically not date specific, so the majority of them are just there for you whenever you need them or feel inspired to watch them. I do have lots of element readings, pick a card readings, general messages from the universe, etc. So, all of that being said, thank you so much for sticking with me, and let's get started. All right, you guys, I'm feeling inspired to start with this deck. I do work with numerous different decks to give you more in-depth insight. So all the decks have been pre-shuffled off camera, but I know the majority of you like to have some shuffling on camera. So let me just quickly shuffle this deck, and without further delay, we will get started. Death card was on the bottom of the deck when I picked it up. Please, universe, please, tarot, please, spirit guides, give me some insight into our first energy here. What can you tell me about this first party? 3 cards, please, for this first party. Okay, Queen of Swords. So that's air energy. Obviously doesn't have to be, it can be somebody who's taking on air energy. We all have air, water, fire, and earth within us. Please, tarot, 2 more cards for this first party. What additional insight can you give me into our first party? Pisces card, the moon. Okay, so now we've got water and air energy for our first party here. And more water energy, 4 of Cups. All right, before I say too much, let me pull some cards for our other party here. Again, remember that this can go vice versa, so just pick which side resonates best with you. You don't have to follow my storyline. Please, universe, what information can you give me? Insight into our second party in this love reading for Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Hanged Man. Yeah, I'm having a hard time deciphering which side you belong to. So, please, tarot, 2 more cards. Tower, Major Arcana there. Okay. And the High Priestess. I get the feeling that both of you may be fairly intuitive here. So move this aside, take a look at this storyline and see what I'm picking up for you. So somebody is definitely stuck. Somebody is definitely having a difficult time possibly making a decision or moving forward or even taking accountability for their part in this connection or in the disconnect between the two of you. For those of you that are experiencing a disconnect, I do see that something major is happening or will be happening. When we talk about the Tower, we're talking about a sudden and unexpected change, an upheaval, breaking of a foundation. This can be something major. This can be a huge move where you unexpectedly kind of lose your home or have to uproot yourself. This can be losing a job. This can be a relationship falling apart, a breakup, even a death. This can just be something really major. But I do feel like whoever is in this stuck energy, whoever's on this side and is resonating with this side, whether this is you or your person of interest, I feel like this Tower moment that either recently happened, is happening now, or will be happening in the very near future kind of pushes them into their intuition. I almost feel like it's an awakening for this person, whether this is you or them. Somebody here this creates a major transformation. You see all these butterflies surrounding her. And again, her, him, please don't ever get hung up on the sexes of the cards. We all have masculine and feminine energy in both men and women. So just bear with me and don't let that distract you from the storyline. If it's resonating with you, wonderful. Don't worry about whether it's male or female on the cards. That being said, yeah, so this side, somebody was stuck. Somebody was just, I kind of feel like drained, overwhelmed, just really restricted and having a difficult time. I don't know if this is committing or just making a decision or moving forward, but they were just kind of stuck. And then we have this Tower moment that comes in and just kind of rocks their world, breaks down their foundation. Tower moments don't always have to be something external, right? So this could be something internal. This person could have a major breakthrough or awakening, or sometimes we go through kind of like a spiritual awakening or cleanse, or even a mental breakdown. You know, they can be definitely internal, where things just kind of come crumbling down and we reappear as the High Priestess here. This is somebody who's highly intuitive. This is someone who has a connection between both worlds, right? Beautiful, beautiful, highly intuitive, transformed energy. This person is, somebody here is having like it's just a spiritual awakening. This is beautiful. This is really beautiful. I really like this. I think this is creating a huge transformation in whoever this is, whether this is you or them. I really like this. As far as this side goes, give me just a minute. I don't want to speak too soon. I like to absorb all the messages as they come through and make sure that I'm giving clear messages to you. I kind of feel like whoever is on this side and is resonating with this energy, I feel like they just kind of had their heart set on this other person. And it's not that there wasn't other options available. I mean, this person is beautiful. I mean, you're just very drawn and attracted to whoever this is, but you can see all of the attention is focused right here. I mean, this is just, and it doesn't matter that there's other lotus flowers, sorry, and other cups here. It's like this one. This is okay, what I'm getting here. Bear with me, I get messages as I'm talking. So, but what I'm getting here is this person, to you, they just have everything, right? Like there's something missing from other connections, or to them, for you. So again, just go with whichever side resonates. But this person, they've had other beautiful lotus flowers, which to me are opportunities for growth and beauty and just kind of peeling away the layers of like the false sense of self. There's been other opportunities here. And then cups of love, fulfillment. There's other offers, but this person has their eyes set in one place. And sometimes we say the answer here is no, like they're distracted or fulfilled elsewhere and it's not with you, or you're distracted and fulfilled elsewhere and not with this other person. That can be a meaning of this card, but that's just not what I'm feeling intuitively. Reading this strictly off my intuition and what I'm feeling is this person is just so, they have their heart set on whoever the opposite person in this connection is, and nothing else is really going to satisfy. That being said, this is Pisces card. This is also talking about our shadow self, sometimes illusions. It's kind of like what's done in the dark, right? But for me, what I'm feeling with this intuitively is I feel like this is the person you want, but you're not fully sure that you can trust them. You don't feel like everything is on the up and up, that everything has been brought to light. You're just kind of like I think you're coming to a place where you've been maybe ignoring your intuition a little bit, like there's been a little something in your ear and you're like, no, because you're just so set. Your heart and every part of you has been so set on this person or this person for you. You know, whoever this is, their heart and their soul is just set on this other person and they've just kind of been fully focused on this one connection. But now kind of like, wait a minute, something has been feeling off here. Something doesn't feel right. Whether this is just you feel like they're not fully expressing their feelings to you, whether you feel like there's a possibility somebody else might be involved, you feel very uncertain and unsure, or they do. And now it's kind of this question of, okay, yes, I had my heart set on you, but what don't I know? What aren't you telling me? What are you keeping from me? What are you hiding from me? There's some kind of a disillusionment here, and you can feel it even though you don't really want to see it, because every part of your heart is like, no, this is my person, right? And that kind of brings you, once you kind of come out of this, maybe this was more in the beginning where it was like, oh my gosh, they just disillusioned you. And then you kind of started to recognize that, and you see the look there on her face. It's just kind of like, I don't know, this doesn't seem right to me, right? And then that brings this person into the Queen of Swords energy. The Queen of Swords is a loving energy. A lot of times she gets a little bit of a bad rep. She, he, again, doesn't matter. Just stay with me. But really what it is like you're coming into this place where you're like, you know what? I'm having a transformation as well, or the other person is, and every time I see this card, I just hear, come at me, correct. And I see that this person is ready to move forward. It's like, I'm just done with the disillusionment. I'm done with the secrets or this feeling of uncertainty. I don't want to be stuck in this energy anymore. I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to have my own transformation. And are you coming with me or not? Because I'm not going to sit around and wait and just hope and dream and, admire you from afar. Like, I want things brought to light. I want to know what's going on here. I want clear, honest answers. I don't want to have to come to Intuitive Moon Tarot because I can't get answers from you, or I feel so confused by what's happening here in our connection, right? I'm done with that. I'm moving forward. So this is you or this is them. You let me know. I'm going to pull some healing oracle cards as well to get a little bit deeper insight. I'm a little bit short on time because I have quite a few readings I've got to get out. I took some personal time. I had a sudden, unexpected, and tragic death in my family, and that was kind of consuming a lot of my energy, and I didn't feel like I could give you guys my best, and so I took a little bit of break to heal. So now I'm kind of behind and I don't want you guys to leave me because I'm boring you to tears by not posting new content. So for those of you that are still here and stuck around and waited for new readings, thank you so much. And all of your wonderful comments and thoughts, I really appreciate that. New subscribers, welcome, welcome. All right, please tarot, please universe, what can you tell me about this first party here? Please provide me with additional insight. Yeah, I think this person is like I'm done being in the back. Like you're looking back, or this person is looking back like, oh, sorry guys, I'm getting a notification. This person is looking back like they don't want to move ahead without the other person, but they've just kind of made up their mind. They're cutting out the things that aren't serving them. They're cutting out, they just don't want to be in that energy anymore of, you know, they don't, how do I put this? It's in my head, but they don't want to feel taken advantage of. They don't want to be made a fool out of. They don't want to play games. Like, this person is a queen. This person is not a page. This person is grown. This person wants to move forward. This person wants clarity. This person is leaving the darkness of the moon, you know, of the illusion, the confusion, the uncertainty, and working towards the light. They're moving forward towards the light. They're cutting out what's no longer serving them. You know, they're asking for transformation here, but they're still looking back because they don't want to walk away without whoever this other party is, but they're just not going to do it anymore. They made up their mind. A queen doesn't sit around and wait and play games, nor does a king, right? They know their value, they know their worth, and they're just not going to do that anymore. The High Priestess, though, this is a really good sign for this other person or for you. If this person's kind of giving you that, hey, I'm done with this, we got to move forward. But I feel like both parties, this person was just, oh, I'm so in love, my heart's so set on you. And this person's like, I don't really know what I want right now. This is overwhelming. I feel confused. I don't want to deal with this, right? But then they have this tower moment, maybe because you walked away, or maybe because you found what it was that was going on, you know, in the dark. Maybe there was some deception. Maybe there was some secrets. Maybe something, you know, came to light and you walked away, or you kind of found your own confidence, and they can feel that you're disconnecting. They can feel that you're going with or without them, and that creates this tower moment. Or this could be something in their life. You know, sometimes things happen. Sometimes when something big happens, something sudden, we have a big upheaval, you know, it kind of makes us reevaluate our priorities. It kind of connects us back to our intuition, brings us, because this to me is somebody, when she's in the upright, this person is connected to their higher self, right? This person is intuitive. This person is in a good space, because sometimes we just vibrate at a lower frequency. Sometimes we're just feeling insecure or uncertain or overwhelmed, or we're just not vibrating at our highest frequency. We're not connected, mind, body, and soul. We're just uncertain. We're uneasy. We just are, you know. But I feel like whatever this is, whether this is an internal tower moment from you walking away, or this is something in their life that just comes crashing down, or some terrible news, or it connects them to their intuition. It brings them into a place of peace and confidence and transformation. And that may be what's needed to strengthen this connection or bring it back together. I know some of you are, inquiring about an ex, and some of you are just separated. Some of you are still together, but you're just feeling really disconnected and confused. That's why you're here, right? So that's what I'm getting. But both of these final energies are like, one person is strong and transformed and connecting to their higher self and vibrating at a higher frequency, and the other person is cutting out the BS and ready to move forward into the light, into the future. And also, it just, in the end here, we've got transformation on both sides. So either way, this connection between the two of you brought about a better level of confidence. And it maybe doesn't feel like that right now, but that is probably a big part of the learning experience here between the two of you. It brings on a higher level of confidence and insight into what you really want and what's going to be best suited for you in your future. And I don't think either one of these people are wanting to continue back down, vibrating on a lower frequency, if that makes sense. It's all good. Isn't that beautiful? And I'll read a little bit from the book about this card, but this is a really good energy. It's like, hey, things are happening the way they're supposed to happen, right? It's all good. So like I said, I don't know if I said this on camera, but what I felt when I started this reading was just a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of uncertainty. And this is just the universe reunion of souls. Wow, okay. Letting you know that things are happening the way that they're supposed to happen. And see, this reunion of souls comes out here with the Tower and the High Priestess. So like I said, I feel like something happens either externally or internally for this party, whether it's you or them, and it brings about some kind of a reunion. And it says reunion of souls, so that doesn't even necessarily mean a physical reunion. It could be just like a reconnection. Maybe they suddenly, because they're in this higher vibration and you're in this higher vibration, or vice versa, your souls are coming back together. Because sometimes we have one person that's kind of vibrating up here and one person down here, right? And so they just can't really connect. No matter how hard you try, you can't force these two because they're just not together. But once you both maybe have some time apart, and if this hasn't happened yet, maybe this is what you need to do, is take some time apart, really step away from the disillusion. Don't allow yourself to be so obsessed with the idea this is your person and this is the only person for you. Allow yourself to step aside and recognize, what you're not seeing. Allow yourself to have confidence and to refuse to accept anything less than what you deserve. Make sure that you know that you're moving forward into a beautiful, better, a place that's meant for your soul's growth, a place that's meant for you. You know what I mean? Like sometimes we just stay stuck and we know it's not the best place for us, and we know that we should probably be moving in another direction, but we're so worried about who might get left behind, and sometimes it's even a little bit of guilt. But you don't want to be vibrating on that frequency, because what I'm seeing is once you're both vibrating on a higher frequency, once you're both kind of, reconnected to your intuition and being confident and true to yourself, and you're not in this confused place, we have it's all good and reunion of souls. So beautiful. That's beautiful. Let me look here. So this is number 7, reunion of souls. And it says, there is a school of thought that says before our souls come to earth, we make contracts or agreements with other souls. At one point in time, we appear in each other's lives to assist those involved in learning a lesson. Did I not just say that? Being a catalyst for a needed change or in profound joy. When a person comes into your life to teach you a lesson, no matter the human form, no matter the human experience, this agreement is based in love. The human experience may have been painful and extremely challenging. Acknowledge the depth of love needed for this contract to take place, and then let them go. The experience may have been profoundly moving, but ended abruptly. Oh my goodness. And without reason. Again, be grateful and move on. Cherish the lesson and move forward into your life the way it was meant to be. Alternatively, this card signifies a profound soulmate relationship, whether between lovers, friends, or parents and children. Cherish the gift given. So this was a gift given to you. And like I said, there's something about this connection that just it inspired a major transformation or change. It connected you to your higher self. It gave you confidence for both parties. And if it hasn't yet done that, that's what it's meant to do. That's the gift that you've been given. But of course, anytime somebody gives you a gift, you have the option to receive it or not, right? We don't force gifts on people. We give gifts, and the person either receives the gift or denies the gift. But that's the gift of this connection, is to reconnect you to your higher self. This was definitely a soulmate connection. That's very clear. And there's even a possibility here for those of you that are hoping for reconciliation, that once you both have come to this place, or that are hoping to salvage a relationship that's struggling, this kind of needs to happen here before that can happen. This one is number 18. It's all good. And let's see what that says. Every experience you have in your lifetime has the potential to be a teaching tool. By remembering and embracing this idea, the situations you encounter become less fraught with unneeded emotion and drama, right? By not attaching labels or expectations to people and situations, sorry for the background noise, you guys, I have a dog. You allow the pure divine energy to flow unimpeded. While you may have little control over what happens to us at times, you always have control over how you react. Do you react on impulse? Strike out at others when you feel hurt? Do you crawl into your safe place when the world seems mean and hurtful? Face this challenge in your life head on. Be thankful for the opportunity to experience whatever is happening. Set yourself a goal of learning from every situation in your life. Find that silver lining. It's there. So this connection was profound. It was fated. It was on a soul level. And again, it was for, and this is kind of what I see here. It's like crawling away and just like, I don't want to deal with anything. I'm just going to sit here and focus on this and ignore everything else around me because this is just the only connection for me. This is my person. And this card is coming in to remind you that we can have soulmate connections of all kinds that are meant to teach us lessons, that are meant to help us grow, but they're not always meant to be forever. And I know people don't like to hear that sometimes because it almost seems impossible to find another connection as strong with somebody new, but I promise you, it's all good. The universe says so. These are surrender cards or oracle cards, and they just kind of give you some advice on what you can surrender to. So in closing, I am going to pull, and these are really hard to shuffle because they're ginormous and they're really thick, but they're beautiful, beautiful cards. Look at that. So I always find these really helpful. I'm a little bit of a stubborn fish. I'm also a Taurus, so Taurus moon. So sometimes I'm like, all right, what do I need to surrender? What is blocking me? What am I not seeing, right? Oh, flipped right out. Surrender, frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup, so you may approach the situation more calmly. That's beautiful. So again, if you guys came here feeling a little bit anxious or frustrated, the advice here of the universe is to surrender frustration, recognize it's all good and things are happening just as they are supposed to happen. And you know, if we ignore the lessons that we're supposed to learn, the people that come into our life are fated. And there are lessons, beautiful lessons and opportunities for growth with each individual situation. Sometimes I feel like the more pain, the more growth. I joke with my mom a lot and I tell her, have you ever been at the gym? I don't go to the gym, but regardless, this is an analogy that will make sense to the majority of you. Have you ever been at the gym, on a treadmill or whatever, and just been like, oh my gosh, I'm so comfortable, I could practically fall asleep? Of course not. No, when we're growing, when we're changing, when we're transforming, it's uncomfortable. Sometimes it's painful, right? But the more pain, the more growth. So I do see that there was some pain in this situation. There was some confusion, some uneasiness, some anxiety, somebody feeling really stuck and confused, and that may have left the other person feeling kind of rejected and not understanding. Maybe in the beginning this seemed to be going really well, and then the other person just kind of acted stuck or uncertain in what they wanted, and that was hurtful and frustrating and left this person kind of in this place. I mean, look at the expression on her face, right? I do feel like somebody here is a little bit frustrated, is a little bit disheartened and disappointed. But the important thing is, you see all those butterflies accompanying her. If she would just turn around and walk away, she, he, again, doesn't matter. Look at all that transformation that's going to follow. Cut out the things that aren't serving you. If this connection is no longer feeding your soul, if you don't feel safe, physically, mentally, emotionally in this connection with your person, if you don't feel secure, it's time to walk away. Let go of the frustration. You can't force things to be any different than they are. You can't force the universe. The universe has interfered in this connection. This universe has come in and created a tower moment, whether it's internal or external. Both parties here, maybe once the frustration is surrendered, both parties are confident and have gone through their transformation, there is a chance here for reconciliation for some of you. For the rest of you, the message here is this was a soulmate connection, and it's here to teach you something. And when we refuse to learn the lessons and let go and trust in the universe and our spirit guides and trust that this is going to be for our greatest good and it's going to lead us on the path that we're meant to be on, when we just cling on too tightly and we refuse to really step back and regain our confidence and connect to our higher self and align our mind, body, and soul, come to peace with the way things are. When we refuse to do that, the universe will just keep giving us the same lessons over and over and over. And they typically just get more and more painful. It's like if you just want to keep getting hurt, if you just want to keep experiencing the same BS and you want to go in the same circle, fair enough, free will, right? But at the end of the day, it's unnecessary. Where when you will kind of face this head on, kind of get out of this place, you or them, and not allow yourself to be disillusioned, stand in your confidence and move forward, that is going to connect you to whatever you're meant to have. I just keep hearing that saying, like, don't ever let anyone get too comfortable with disrespecting you, right? Sometimes the more we hold on and the more we refuse to face challenges head on and learn the lessons that are being given to us, and the more we kind of put up with of dealing with people that are in this energy. And hey, you know what? It's okay for someone to be in this energy. It doesn't mean they're a bad person. This person, this is somebody that's just not ready to make a decision. They're not balanced mind, body, and soul, maybe because they were getting ready to experience this tower moment. And so they literally couldn't do any better than they were doing. And that's okay. Respect that. Respect that's their path, and it has nothing to do with you. That person's going through their own personal transformation, or they need to respect that for you if that's the side you're resonating with. I'm going to give you one more surrender card, and then I've kind of gone over my, you know what? 2 came out, so we're just going to do them together. Surrender to receiving love and support. Allow the love and support of others in, rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. And this is one of my favorite surrender cards. And this has actually changed my way of thinking and removed blockages for me that have given me abundance in so many areas of my life. This is surrender your belief in scarcity, right? So that's what I'm saying, scarcity. It's like you can see there's other options all around, but this person believes this is the only connection. No. The universe is asking you to open to the infinite nature of abundance. The infinite nature of abundance, right? In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. So we don't want to get so stuck on one thing, especially if it's not working and it's just creating frustration and we're just being stuck in this energy and we're going through the same cycles over and over and over. If it's not for our greatest good, we want to believe that we can have anything we want or need or desire. We create our own reality. So you want to put yourself in a vibrational frequency where you're open to receiving love, where you're open to receiving support. Maybe you're in a situation where the other person, there was unequal give and take. I'm not getting that card here, but I'm getting that feeling. So maybe you were giving so much of yourself and you were so sure about this connection and this person, and they were just kind of hung up and confused and stuck going through their own tower moment. And, you know, they didn't have a lot to offer you in return. So it's important that you believe in abundance. Let go of your belief in scarcity. Be open to receiving, and say that out loud to the universe. I am open to receiving the love and support I deserve. I am moving forward and cutting out things that don't serve me. I am confident. I am ready for my transformation. You know, I am surrendering my frustrations and trusting in the universe. I am facing this situation head on. I am no longer going to be disillusioned. I am moving forward to bigger, better, and brighter future for myself. Even if you're blocking this connection because you've kind of been in this distrusting, you know, moon energy. Yeah, it could be so many different things because it's general. So this is either resonating with you and it's your story and your message, or it's not. If it's not, I hope that you'll come see me again and that you'll scroll through some of the other videos on the channel. I'm hoping this was helpful and it wasn't too confusing. I'm kind of just getting back in the game after my little break here. So I appreciate your patience with me, and I hope that this resonated and helped you in some way. Please share your stories with me. Give me likes and comments. That's how I know that my energy is appreciated and that you want me to continue doing these readings. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Love and light.